Well, hello again. The purpose of my video today is not to really show anything new. It's just my take on it, and also to express thanks to all the fellas on YouTube that provide so much good and free information for those of us that are kind of isolated and would have a difficult time finding such information locally. I watch a lot of videos to learn things, and in this case, a few years ago I picked up this Lyman Lube Sizer for lubricating cast bullets, and I hadn't really used it, so it had been sitting around for a long time before I got it, and it sat around a long time after I got it. Therefore the wax lubricant in it was completely dried up and hardened, so once I got that all cleaned out of there, I needed some new lubricant. Now these machines, they take a 1-inch diameter by about 4-inch long hollow gas cartridge, and so rather than going through the difficulty of trying to order one from someplace, I looked up on the internet and I found that they're quite easy to make yourself. The first channel I looked at was 314-299 Shooting Channel. That's one of my favorite channels. His videos are really good and very informative, very clear and easy to understand. Quite a bit different than mine. So I looked at his video first, and then I looked at a couple others to get some different ideas, and this is what I came up with. I'll just focus in on this a little bit. So in this case, I followed the idea that many others have had, to use a piece of 1-inch electrical conduit, and rather than use plastic caps for the end of it, I just turned some caps out of a piece of oak, I think is oak hardwood, and drilled a hole for the center of it, because these are hollow cartridge. It's got to have a place for the adjustment pin to go through it. I made one yesterday. It turned out well. This one I poured this morning, and we'll take it apart right now. So I just turned this wooden cap so that the boss fits inside the tubing for roughly 1/4 of an inch. And on the top, it's the same thing. I've got the same kind of cap, so that after you fill it, just leave it on the bench like that, and fill it up, and then put the cap on to keep the pin in the center, and it comes apart like real easy. Now what I did also with this, now I've just got a wooden dowel here, and I'll push the thing out, and it just comes out really slick. And now this is ready to be stored in wax paper until it needs to be used. And I don't think that probably you could buy a factory one that was any nicer. I'll just set that on the wax paper here. Now the only thing I did that is maybe a little bit different than some of the other fellas did, on the inside of the tube, before I poured the wax in, I put a very thin film of gun oil in there, very thin, and I did the same thing on the outside of this tube here, and I believe that has a lot to do with how easy that the wax cartridges come out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that the idea will help some of you further along this line. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.